Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Amateur Hour Commentary. I'm the Wolf Craze, and I'm going to be running solo today. Okay, so you got just me. All right, but we got a great game to start off our second day of the quarterfinal playoffs. We have German Grandpas versus DeathSquad 101, and this is a team that has a legacy, which is the DeathSquad, and a team that is up and coming in a way that is impressive. Very similar to repeat offenders. So it's going to be one hell of a ride for sure. We got Spezzy as our perspective for German Grandpas and the wonderful Doyle for DeathSquad. And how this is going to play out, I'm not entirely sure. But we shall see. Work, COVID, suck. That does suck, Dippy. I am sorry, man. But yeah, anyway, before we get into the match itself, which it looks like everybody's loading into the lobby now, let's talk a little bit about the rosters. So going over to the German Grandpas, we got Spezzy, Andy Icarus, EOD Meister, who usually is our perspective, but I guess he's taking a break tonight. Snug, Mystery, TB Project, and Prince Nils. This team has worked their tails off and really come into their own. They have really garnered a lot of respect from a lot of the teams and a lot of the fans of the league. So, let's give them credit where credit's due. And this is an interesting matchup because it is going to be a repeat from Week 9. So in Week 9, German Grandpas and DeathSquad went up against each other. It was a wonderful fight to watch. If you guys didn't check that out, we do still have it up on our Twitch and over on the official Alvo YouTube channel, which, by the way, we are live on both platforms. Same with over on Facebook. So go and check it out, DeathSquad. We got NGR, Doomsday, BB, JDMR, Diver, Dippy, Galaxy, Earl, O'Doyle, and Kaiser. Now, this lineup has always been a banger of a lineup. It doesn't matter who you put out there on the field. It's bound to be one hell of a fight. So I'm excited for this match. Looks like everybody's loaded in. Oh, just about everybody's green. Going to start with, the TDM over on Town. I just want to do something real quick. Get rid of the logo. And another thing that I want to do is kind of go over the bracket and where things currently are. It does look like we have a few seconds to go into it. So if you look at the bracket, by the way, I'm using a website called Challonge, CHALLONGE.com. Pretty much free to kind of like run whatever bracket you want. But here's the bracket at present. Paragon and Hacks, and Trauma and Repeat Offenders were the matches yesterday, and you could see kind of like where everybody fell there in the quarterfinals. We got whoever wins this one is going to go up against Paragon in the semifinals, so it's either DeathSquad or German Grandpas. And then later on tonight at 9 o'clock, we got Carnage versus Devil Spit, and they'll be going up against Trauma. So we shall see how things turn out. But without further ado, why don't we hop into this bad boy? Let's get into it. And I can listen in with you guys since I am all alone. I'm gonna see how loud I can get this. See how loud the gun gets when Spezzy actually fires his gun, which we haven't seen yet. We only saw his death screen.
Okay, du Polizeiauto. Kein Problem für dich. Achtung, unfreundliche Drohne. Ja, hab sie.
I like the grenade throw by Spezzy there. I mean, it's a wonderful position if you can try to get it. Okay, it's not that loud. Perfect. All right. Let me know if the audio needs a little bit more balancing. I'll go check out what... Oh, that was O'Doyle hanging out in the corner there. Yeah, that was really good positioning. He was able to get a couple of domes there.
One at the well. One up throne. I'm spawning behind him.
I don't know what is going on with his perspective. I think he did... You know what he did? Ladies and gentlemen, this is what O'Doyle did. He has a chroma key filter over even this. So we're going to see a little distortion in the images.
Okay, they're coming from ambulance. One ambulance right now. We're down here.
I got ambulance. Someone flashbanged.
So like, so what happens with chroma key is that it's what you can actually see. Like that's how you're able to see me and nothing else behind me is because I have a green screen, right? And so you have to put in a chroma key filter to negate the green. Well, sometimes that might include yellow variations or blue variations depending on like how they are.
Long alley, yep.
And all I gotta say is like it looks kind of funny that he's got the filter over this. But so if you're wondering what all that distortion is, it's because there's a chroma key filter over it. This is an FYI. So it does look a little weird, but hey, is what it is. Haven't quite seen the score yet, but we're seeing a really good hold here by DeathSquad over on the blue car and police cars. Seems to continue to be the meta. I'm hoping in the future when
Ambulance 2, Ambulance 2.
like I'll say this much: repeat offenders, I think, was one team who was able to adapt. Like in team deathmatch, they won't just hold this area, right? They'll go and switch and hold a different area if they need to. So they won't always contend for this. They'll try to get the eliminations and then just sit back on defense.
Polizei wieder.
Nein, Polizei ist frei.
Yeah, it has slightly different shades because of the fixed lighting. The nice thing, thank you, NGR, appreciate that, man. With the new updates coming to the PSVR 2 and Steam, the lighting is going to be more natural. Whereas here, as it's required, kind of like on the Quest and like platforms that can't handle the natural lighting, what it does is they create fixed lighting patterns and throw it over certain areas to illuminate certain areas. So it's pretty much fixed lighting, which is why you don't see a lot of dynamic shades or anything like that. That's why when you see the new Alvo trailer, it says dynamic shading, dynamic lighting, is because that's going to create some dynamic actual shading on the map, which is nice.
Sneak in. Oh, the other one caught me. They're at the fountain. Fountain coming in.
Okay. He's pretty weak.
Yeah, I agree, NGR. I think there's a lot of really good positive changes.
I'm in the art gallery.
I'm dead.
Nice shots here by O'Doyle. Oh, he's able to take two out. Yo, his shots look as bad as mine yesterday. He was missing everything. But he was able to get two limbs there, which is perfect.
We got a little few tricks up our sleeve. Let's use them. I'm in the art gallery here. Make them come get us. Make them figure out where we're
Watch an
at.
ambulance
Waste
side.
all that time. Run that clock out.
Now, this is... I know that people really hated this at the beginning. The whole, like, in team deathmatch, camping around and, like, holding certain positions, like, should be running around. And I get that, like, a lot of times you would suspect that TDM is all about that. But I see this even at the professional league, regardless of what kind of shooting game you play. If there's a team deathmatch or a game mode that requires eliminations to win, you'll often see a lot of even professional teams hold their ground and not really move. It's all about getting the highest number of kills and maintaining that lead. And right now, DeathSquad has a pretty substantial lead, even though I haven't quite seen the score yet. Last we saw, it was they had a pretty good lead.
I'm coming back.
See, they don't know where to go. Friendly fire there.
Nice shots there.
Polizei ist wieder frei.
59, no, 50
Frei
to...
Polizei. Einer macht das Dach hoch.
50, yeah, 50 for German Grandpas is about all I can see. Hey, Vicky, how's it going? Welcome.
Wir müssen zu denen kommen. Die machen genau die gleiche Strategie, die wir auch machen.
Ooh.
Komm nicht raus, hier keine Chance.
36 to at least 50, so it's a 14-point difference that I can tell. It's probably increased here.
Keine
Yeah,
Chance.
57 to 39. Good old 18-point difference.
Blaues Auto. Diverboy beim blauen Auto läuft hoch zur Polizei. Wieder blaues Auto.
Yeah, it's difficult. Yeah, the controls do feel better than the Quest, although, I mean, I think it takes some getting used to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so used to using the Quest controls that now I have to, like, hold the PSVR 2 controls a little bit differently in my hands to get the right angles and what have you. You have COVID too, Crispy, man? I'm so sorry, man.
Hinter uns, Ambulanz, wieder Ambulanz, Ambulanz.
That sucks. I had it a while back, and yeah, it was no fun. But I feel like the control, like, they feel really good. Like, the PSVR 2 controllers feel really good. It's just I have to hold them a little bit differently. Sit, you know, well in my hands and actually get the aim that I want. Especially if I'm not running with a Pro Tube. What's up, Bronco? How's it going, man? They do feel more responsive and lighter. I agree. They don't feel so front heavy. Like when you're playing with the Quest, they do feel front heavy. You know what I'm saying? But with the PSVR 2, they're so balanced because a lot of the weight is sitting in the front and at your wrist. So it's like a natural balance point, which feels really good. We are coming down to the last minute. And free-for-all is like... Free-for-all, you're going to have people who camp. I mean, you just have to get accustomed to knowing where they are. Like, JR, you know, man. Like, you know where they are. Once you find them, you kill them. Make sure that they don't come back to that spot. You punish them. I did that a couple of times. The only person I can't really do that against is Hickory Boone. That dude gets me every single time, no matter what I do. Again, if you're just tuning in, if you see some of this discoloration, it's because there's a chroma key filter over Doyle's scene here. So it's cutting out some yellows and greens.
No, you did not. No, you did not.
So it looks a little funny. But don't worry, it's not an error in the game. It's just the way he's streaming it.
But thanks for doing this for us.
They're nading.
3 coming up towards the cop car.
3 seconds counting down. 86 to 64.
Here we go. Good game.
And red wins. All right, so these points show, so plant points don't matter. Let me do some adjustments here. Let's hide plant point. Team 1 plants, Team 2 score. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to manually change it, I think. I honestly forget where this where the script actually comes from. Give me a second. Okay. What's up, Big? Sorry, this is one part I didn't prepare for, which was the score. So I have to go in there and I have to manually change it. So just give me a few seconds here, folks. Apologies. Where the heck is it? Hopefully y'all are doing well. If you guys tuned in yesterday for the matches that took place, we were only able to cast 1 here on AHC, but 2 did take place. Hopefully you guys enjoyed some of those matches. Thank you, Doyle and Plank, for covering the Trauma versus Repeat Offenders, which was a phenomenal game. I mean, talk about a banger of a game. Why can I not find that? I cannot seem to find the one folder that I need to find. All right. It's not even popping up. I wonder if it's no longer synced. Okay. Well, just know, okay, that the 3 means nothing. Okay? It just means that they won. Apparently my folder is not synced here. Maybe it's there. Hold on, I think I found it. It's Team 2 plants, right? No, Team 2. Text, aces, plants, points. Team 2 score. Oh, I see where it's calling. So Grandpa's, okay, let's go back into it. While I figure this out, folks, we are going to Dojo now. And we have Search and Destroy on Dojo.
Orangen Auto, da sind sie.
Hat sich erledigt. Also ganz ehrlich, ich konnte nichts machen. Gar nichts. Ich habe einen angehittet und das war's. Der war down, aber die anderen haben mich einfach weggeschossen. Ja, das war auch scheiße gerade.
Die werden das gleich nochmal machen.
Cyberboy habe ich niedergeschossen, aber die anderen, ganz ehrlich, da kam so viel Feuer, keine Chance. Ja, der Alte geht gleich wieder hoch auf den Balkon, auf den Kleinen da.
Raschen, hoch, nicht durchlassen. Die kommen schon.
Die laufen wieder auf A.
I fixed it. I figured it out.
Der wird geheilt, die gehen alle auf A. Alle A. Der heilt ihn gerade schon. No, nicht nur einer so.
Unter Spezi.
Okay, neue Strategie.
Hey, Disgruntled, how's it going? Sorry, I'm just checking up on chat now.
Rein
Das
wieder
bin-
einen auf dem kleinen Balkon. Den macht man das gleich.
Der sagt, der kommt oben über dir, genau über dir. Der kommt runter zu dir.
German Grandpa's struggling here. All members of DeathSquad still alive. There goes one. Doom is out. Snug left on the Grandpas.
Ja, ich meine, 2 kommt jetzt.
Not able to do it. Of course, 4 members of DeathSquad is going to pose difficult for anyone. I don't care who you are. That's going to be one significant challenge.
Ich glaub, die haben ein bisschen
One more attempt on attack here.
Die sind sogar noch besser als beim letzten Mal.
Nee, Zimmer, die geht zum Beispiel.
Hopefully no one was having a heart attack. Oh, they're defending.
Ja. Ja, und trotzdem kommen sie damit durch.
All right.
Ja, weil es gut ist.
Well, I'll switch over to defense for DeathSquad. Next round.
Ah, fuck. Hast du ihn jetzt gut?
Ich erwisch die nicht mal. Ich bin direkt hinter denen dran, ne?
There's 2 members down.
Achtung, oben 2 Stück gleich.
Grandpa's 1 down on DeathSquad.
3 Stück.
Nils, bei dir. Achtung, Nils, bei dir. Nils, bei dir auf dem Balkon.
And just remember,
Zweiter
plant points
Balkon.
don't matter
Runter der.
at this stage. of the
Brauner
game.
Wenn, Brauner
There
Wenn
goes
2,
3
Brauner Wenn
members.
2. Einer Balkon, 2 Brauner Wenn.
Der lebt noch.
And there's another loss. Unfortunate for the German Grandpas, but that's 3 down for them and 3 up for DeathSquad.
Ich renn auch. Ich renn
Again, no plants. Plants don't really matter at this point because there can't be a tie, right? Like
We're on defense
a tie is not possible at this stage of the game,
Yep, I'm going in.
especially in search and destroy. So plant points were only a matter of seating and positioning. Nice position here by DeathSquad. Oh, but 2 members get taken out. There goes Restaurant.
All at the restaurant.
Everybody.
And they have swarmed
Right
Restaurant.
above you, Doom.
Oh my God!
They got me too, shit.
The assassination move there.
The bottom entrance out the sushi
Who was
bar.
that by? Was that by Snug? I couldn't tell.
Hanging out on
Regardless, crazy shot.
By the white van.
Yeah, by the sushi bar.
They're
entrance,
down.
yeah.
Yeah, Furl, you can get
I'm
everything.
coming up. I'm coming up, bro. They're going up the steps as well.
I don't know if Earl's gonna be able to get to Doom.
Nice, Earl.
He's right. Oh yeah, there's plenty of time.
I'm behind you, Earl.
Okay, one left. One
Yeah, no,
left. He's behind you, coming downstairs.
He's blinded. He's blinded. Oh, and DeathSquad lose. What an incredible flash there by Spezzy.
Okay, I got that.
I can't. Wow, what an incredible play. That all the domino effect started occurring right at the beginning of their entrance
All right. We're
to the restaurant.
I'm going to be. Yeah, I'm going to be this time too.
2 of them went to A.
I mean, the blitz attack on restaurant was so perfect. Here come the grenades. They're suspecting that they're going to come this route once again. Doyle preemptively trying to get some demolitions out there.
He was on
You can go prone here on the stairs and see just underneath this quarter wall.
Oh, down, fuck!
All right, I'm coming in.
I got one of them. He's that one they revived though.
There's 2 around the corner to the
2
right.
at pots.
One's on
Two right there yet, buddy.
Alright, there's 3
Yep.
on scout.
Doyle's going to try to push out through underpass, see if he can get the flank of a couple of them. Oh, and in this trade, he gets dropped in
Yeah, that
underpass.
knocks Snug down. He's down.
So Snug, a very devastating man over on German Grandpas.
Scaffolding van.
They're all
If you
at
come
the
through
red
doors,
bar.
Hickory, or if you come through overpass,
Yeah,
there's one
zigzag,
on
I
top.
guess.
Right, Hickory Boone is a danger, man. This guy, he is something
There's
else.
one on top as well.
He tries to go for the plant, or he tries to get the defuse on the plant, apologies, and they lose that one. And right now, German Grandpas are looking good. Looking very good.
2 and 2.
Yeah, make sure we're in good places.
Looks like everybody's kind of green here, which is great to see.
You know? Like, don't put your
Last chance on defense.
All right, we're here, good. We're already close to B.
They're gonna
I'm
need
stay on
this.
B here.
Keep
All right,
watching
stay on
it.
A. Cover that. We're not going anywhere then.
Death Squad are going to need this if they want to try and maintain their lead.
Okay, I'll do it on A.
Otherwise, we're gonna go
Yeah,
3-3 split.
what we got here. If they push A, we can regroup and go around if we have to. If they push B.
And what's exhilarating about this fight right now is that the attack is not sitting on their laurels and just, chilling and waiting to get a couple eliminations here and there. No, they are pushing. They're driving momentum forward. Try to get those eliminations early and get to their spot. Hickory Boone does go down. He was up on bamboo wall. Bit of a dangerous spot to sit,
Let him have
especially trying to go prone there. You got to get there nice and early.
Oh, you're both.
I'm in B.
I think
so
he was a
don't worry,
little
I'm
bit
in B.
late.
Unless they
What
get a
if they come
flash.
below? They could.
All right,
I'm
one's
inside
coming
B.
through zigzag right now.
Okay.
He's
I want to give another shout out to everybody over on YouTube, Facebook, and of course here on Twitch. Haven't quite figured out the whole TikTok thing. Some things have changed over on TikTok, so now you have to like download Live Studio or something like that. I don't really know, but
They're all.
We'll try to
going
figure that out at some point in the future. Nice grenade there. Meister is hurt like a son of a gun, and O'Doyle does get dropped.
I'm crawling back.
Get him back.
It's kind of like O'Doyle could try to crawl back, but just like that, I knew that might happen. As he gets through the doors, he does get taken out.
Okay, they're at the.
Fortunately, I don't think he put any of his teammates in
Got
peril.
one.
Okay,
He's
there's still
down.
one down over there.
He's going to try to get revived.
He's
3
dead,
down
he's
on
dead.
German Grandpas. DeathSquad looking to get a win here.
Okay, there's one left.
Spezzy's left.
Okay, one's still underneath the wave tunnel. He's at the car.
I'm
he's
so
going
glad
down.
to hear that,
He's behind the orange
shapeshifter.
car. I hit him. If you come up behind him, you can get him. Nades in there?
All you only have to wait 11 more days, man. 11
Alright,
more
defuse,
days, and we're
defuse.
at launch.
Nice,
where
Earl.
you hit it. Defuse it.
Diffuse it, yeah.
I agree, Bronco. Like I said yesterday, repeat offenders
No,
may
you gotta
win
defuse
my
it, though, to
vote.
win.
Absolutely.
Repeat offenders may win my
it blows
vote
up.
of most improved team, but I mean,
Two more.
German
So,
Grandpas
yeah,
are like
we gotta
right
tag
behind
it
him,
this
man.
time.
Let me tell you
Attacking
something.
now.
Yeah.
Good
Like,
attack.
German Grandpas are looking good. All right, let's go back to the German Grandpas now. I kind of did this in reverse. We typically cover the attacking team, but yeah, I screwed up. So we're just going to be watching the defensive team. It's not like we're sitting and waiting very long as it is. Oh, unfortunate missed throw. Poor Spez.
Ich habe geblendet.
Ja, B. Im Restaurant. Snack, bleib einfach auf Position. Bleib
Ooh, good positioning by Spezzy. Lost the fight against Diver. Diver with really good reaction time. Able to knock out a key component of German Grandpas. This squad is sorry, German Grandpas are split up quite a bit. It does look like someone's attempting to go for a flank, but it's all for naught as Andy's this last surviving member. It does look as though German Grandpas may have lost a teammate. So they need to try to get back into the game. They're down one member.
Nichts wird da.
There's Prince. Okay, he came back just in time. This is match point for DeathSquad. It's all or nothing. So I by the way, I hopped into the PSVR 2 beta last night, and I knew no one would be up to kind of like run things with me, but I'll tell you, the sharpness and clarity that headset provides is just crazy. I do love it. Up from behind. Oh, Spezzy wasn't expecting someone behind the door.
Ja, von hinten, ne?
Ja.
Oh my gosh, DeathSquad is
Balkon
just
wieder oben.
posed and for every angle, man.
Zweiten Balkon ist
Really
einer.
smart team.
Ja, komm, vergiss es. Nag mich alleine, nur zur Info, gegen 5. Es sind übrigens nur noch 5 Stück übrig. 5 Kugeln, mehr hast du nicht.
You really do, Vicky. Yeah, you really do. You need eyes on your head, on your ass, on your toes. You need eyes everywhere. Okay. DeathSquad are going to take another win here. And I don't know why this is not fixing itself. Why is it not fixing itself? I have to go back. I'm going to leave this file open. You love the PSVR 2? Me too, man. I'm enjoying it. I haven't been playing much at all for the simple fact that yeah, I've been managing this and working on a couple other things. So I haven't really had time to spend too much of my time on the PSVR 2. But the games that I've played, I've thoroughly enjoyed. It's such a good piece of equipment. You know what I'm saying? Like I thoroughly do enjoy it. I don't know what else to say. Does it have its flaws? Yeah, occasionally. I think the biggest flaw right now, if you ask me, is the fact that why is it at 4? I want it at. I'm gonna go by single increments. Titch told me how to do this, and I forgot. A second. I don't know if I'll be able to figure it out here. I'd have to open up Stream Deck. That's what I'd have to do. It does have its shortcomings and its flaws. I think its biggest shortcoming and flaw is simply Sony's advertising, right? Like their advertising for games that are coming out has been subpar. There hasn't been a lot of commercials that have been pushed. Like they could very easily buy some advertisement space on YouTube or even in Google and get a little bit more attention given to the PSVR 2. They're doing a much better job with it than they did the PSVR 1, so I'll give them credit for that. But there are so many titles coming out, and the only advertising that we really get in like commercial space that we get is on PSVR2 influencers over on YouTube and anyone who's streaming. So we got PSVR Without Parole, Beardo Banjo, Gamertag VR. I mean, there are a couple others like Mike over at Virtual Reality Oasis. I mean, he kind of covers everything. So I wouldn't really give him too much credit. He barely covers PSVR 2. Then we got Mateo, who's been showcasing it a little bit. So that's like that's the most advertisement that we get. And then of course for Alvo here, like we have us, HC, and then of course some other influencers like Daft, myself, O'Doyle, and whoever else in chat is also advertising it. You know what I'm saying? So all right, we're going to go into our last matchup. Or not.
Die alle rausgeflogen oder was?
Ja, ja, klar.
Also.
Ja,
Was
jetzt.
war das denn jetzt?
I don't know what happened there. Not quite sure. Yeah, showing the house is a pain in the butt. Fortunately, I never really had to worry about that. But there's a lot that you have to, little details here and there that you have to pay attention to. Are things clean? Are you meeting the... sorry, I'm just checking the POVs right now. Are you meeting the requirements set forth by, those assessors who are coming in and like trying to price your house and show it off and get it sold? It's a pain in the butt. And it can kind of cost extra money, you know what I'm saying? So like as you're trying to sell your place, you got to maybe spend a little bit money before you can get some money, but it'll be worth it in the end. I'm living in my second house. I had lived not too far from where I currently live, but we purchased that with a friend, and we were contracted for 5 years, so we had to stay there for 5 years. But after that, we all decided like, yeah, we'll stay the 5 years. We'll see how things go, and if we want to move on, then we'll move on. And we all agreed, yeah, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. We still love them, but best not to be tied to friends. That can make for very awkward situations. I want to thank those who, by the way, I can only see over on Twitch right now. So for some of these gifts and stuff like that. Yesterday, we got a lot of support from people. Diver donated 5,000 bits, so appreciate that, Diver. And Chris Baba Kadush followed. He followed 10 days ago, but a lot of support, a lot of love. Appreciate you all. Hopefully you've been enjoying it. If you haven't subscribed or followed on your respective platforms, please consider doing so. If you guys want to go check out some more Alvo stuff, go over to the main YouTube channel. Just type in Alvo VR. You should be able to find the profile there. And over on TikTok, we're posting a lot of stuff over on TikTok. We want to be live over on TikTok. I'll be honest, like we want to be live, but there's something screwy going on. I honestly think that they changed it to like this live studio. Anyone a little bit more well-versed in TikTok, please let me know. Do we have to go through the live studio now? Because that's an application that you have to download, and I don't know. I don't know if I like that. And I couldn't find the stream key to actually get it going, so I'm not really sure. Yeah. Yeah, you can pick your house, but you can't pick your neighbors, right? I'm just going to double check the POVs. See people are running into issues. It looks like they are starting to load into a lobby. I'm just sitting and waiting, folks. Sorry. Try to pay attention to what's going on. Hold on. I wanted to ask Sean something. Give me a second. I'm gonna mute myself quick. Hold on. back. Yeah, so right now they're working on getting to a new lobby. Obviously, some people were having some connection issues, so we're just gonna sit and wait. That's not bad. That's not bad. Let's look at something Titch was working on. What's up, Black Tiger? Yo ho ho, another bottle of rum. Not quite the pirate scene, Tiger, but yeah, I'll take the rum though. As long as you keep Captain Jack Sparrow away from me. I don't need that guy. I don't need that guy. Well, we do have some downtime, so you're late. Not too late. We're not parlaying, Bronco. We're not parlaying. There's nothing to parlay. You can't listen. I don't live by the Pirates Code, so you can parlay all you want, but it don't matter. Usually, I wait till halftime to kind of like run through my shoutouts. But I guess I'll do a little bit of it now. As you guys may have heard or read in chat, if you got here nice and early, Rep Sports has given us an affiliate code. We've been like affiliate partners with them for what, maybe a couple of years now, a year or two. And we primarily promote their energy drink, which you can actually see right here is the sour gummy worms flavor. It's like one of our favorites. Right now, they're only available in the U.S., but you can find them in Vitamin Shot, GNC, and some fitness facilities like Vent Fitness. Raise Energy is a great substitute to like other energy drinks like Red Bull, Monster, blah, blah, blah. A lot of that stuff usually comes with artificial flavors and, a lot of crap that your body just doesn't need. It doesn't really come with a lot of vitamins or anything. The nice thing about Raise Energy, it comes with a lot of the B vitamins and other micronutrients that you kind of need to give you natural boosts in energy and attention. So it gives you a lot of focus. I use it. I had it right before this casting this match so that I can stay alert and not be overly distracted. But what's best about it is that you also don't get a crash. So if you guys want to check it out, as long as you live in the U.S., go to repsports.com, check out the selections that they have there. We have a promo code, type in AHC at checkout. That's capital AHC. And you get 15% off. It saves you money and also helps us out, so appreciate that. Another shout out to OutsideIn Entertainment. Right before we go into this match, OutsideIn Entertainment are the developers of this game. They're the ones who resurrected it from pretty much the grave. So without them, we wouldn't have this, and also without their support, we wouldn't be able to provide this content over on the Facebook and YouTube channel for Alvo. So appreciate them and all their support. I want to give another shout out to ProTube. ProTube has wonderfully given me a gun stock for the PSVR 2 to test out and play prior to its release. It is now released. We do have promo codes if you guys want to check out some discounts. It's about like a 5% discount on all their products over on their page. We have it in the panels below, and if you go into our Discord, we have it there as well. So shout out to ProTube and B Haptics, although we're not partnered or affiliated with them yet. I hope to be in the future. See if we can get you some discounts on that. But my hope is that maybe we can come to some sort of agreement with them. But they pretty much have their stuff in Alvo. So like you're able to connect the B Haptics to Alvo, and it increases the immersive experience. So shout outs to them. But let's get back into this game. We have Hardpoint on town with DeathSquad being up. Your gun stock's gonna be there today. Nice, Crispy. I love that, man. I love that for you. Let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. I want genuine. I want genuine responses because, sometimes people get products and then they don't really share that information with the people over, where they purchase it from. And any chance that I get, if my viewers and my friends and my cohorts don't like the product, I want to know so I can talk to the providers about it, because I think that's important that they get their shit right. But so far, no complaints have really come from come to ProTube. So if you do enjoy it,
they're coming upstairs.
Let me know that as well.
I got blinded. One guy down here. He can't see. Steps. He's coming ambulance. Two ambulance.
Friendly fire.
Yeah, spend some time to try to get it acclimated to like where you like holding the stock, because it has 4 different joints. One at the buttstock, one right behind your rear grip, one between your, and then one between the rear grip and front grip. So you have 3 different joints, and you have to adjust to like where you're most comfortable. So take some time, work on that. I was gonna make a video on how to do the adjustments and stuff, but I honestly haven't gotten around to it. Hopefully I'll be able to do that in the near future. Super simple though. They give you all the tools. They give you all the tools, so you don't have to worry about any of that. You don't have to you have to worry about having to go find Allen wrenches or anything like that. It's provided to you right there in the package. Nice little back and forth here. 47 to 44. It's awfully close, but DeathSquad do have the lead. German Grandpa's putting up a really good fight.
Ja. Ich bin drin.
It is going heavily in favor of the DeathSquad, though, as they maintain this hard point over at the ambulance.
Wechsel. Museum.
We need it first.
Museum.
I'm coming from the big south.
Nice grenade there with a good elimination by Spezzy. He's going to have to avoid the fire, though. Another grenade goes in, not getting any targets or hit markers on that one. It gets taken out. Double fire right at the entrance there. Spezzy, unfortunately, not able to breach that barrier that DeathSquad have made for themselves. Still not able to get past that line. That is DeathSquad.
He's gonna come out. Go. I'm in it.
Oh boy, his head is in the ceiling.
Got one balcony.
I'm sorry, it's a flashbang, my bad. Thank you earlier you left.
I'm still in it. You guys just protect it.
I died, Hickory, to your left. I died.
Okay. I got him. Just protect it.
You can hear the great comms coming from DeathSquad. I'm sure comms are coming in through very well for German Grandpas. I just don't understand it. I can pick out a few words here and there, but like I can't hear it nearly as well. So, or understand it nearly as well. But DeathSquad is I mean, their comms are really solid right now. Sometimes you got to tell your teammates exactly what you're doing, especially if you're over on point. But German Grandpas now have the police car hold, and this defensive position is bound to be great for them as O'Doyle completely eliminates.
One guy, pineapple truck.
Yes, they have automatic reload. They're going to have the accessibility options for everybody. So the accessibility options that we have right now for the Quest and PlayStation VR 1 are going to be available for the PSVR 2. And what's even better is that they're adding NGR, help me out, dude, where you can actually adjust each gun to your liking. So if it's I'm blanking on the words here, but you're gonna be able to adjust each weapon individually, its orientation within the game. So if you have one orientation for the Hurricane, you can have it like that. If you pick the Proto, you can adjust the orientation for the Proto specifically, and then when you switch back to the Hurricane will still have its predetermined orientation. So each weapon, pistols, assault rifles, SMGs, sniper, they can all have their own individual orientation, which is great. That's something that is going to be new to the game. So I'm excited that they will put that in. A lot of accessibility options. If anything, that's what this game has over some others. There's just so much customization for each player. I'm glad you understand, Ace, because man, I was struggling to get that one out. I have no idea what I was trying to say, but I was trying to say it. I haven't quite seen offsets. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Thank you, NGR. I don't know why I couldn't come up with that, bro.
I'm dead. Can we get in it? I'm dead. Okay.
I haven't quite seen a death yet, so I don't really know what the score is yet. I'll let you guys know in a moment. But I gotta say, this has been a very exciting back and forth between the two.
Nice work. Good shooting. Friendly fire.
Oh, there goes. Oh, can you look up just a little bit? No, he's in the heat of battle. He's gonna give. He's gonna give the necessary comms over the points. We got 144, I think, to 98. Yeah, 143 to 98 in favor of DeathSquad. This could easily turn around with a couple of really good holds by the German Grandpas, though. They are struggling, though, as we see, with the hard points staying red. They got to get in there and contest. 98 to 159. Yeah, this is starting to get too large of a gap. Raise focus is lacking. Ah, no, man. You know what I did, and I haven't done this in a long time? The wife and I, we brought our kid out on a nice long walk, right? And we haven't done that in a long time. So, like, I'm able to stay focused, stay alert. But when it comes to pulling words out of my vocabulary, it's like I'm slacking on that today. I can't think. I'm present, but I can't pull words out. I'm having an off day with that. You know who's not having an off day, though? DeathSquad. DeathSquad is 100% on point right now. 110 to German Grandpas, though. They are coming back with a little hard. English is hard. English be hard. It's funny because, like, my primary job is clinical in nature, right? So I have to speak clinically just about every single day of my life. And when I get home, it's like the moment in time, like, my brain is just like, no, screw you, Wolf. I'm done thinking. They don't come to me anymore. So forget it. Forget it. They are doing a great job. 126 to try German. I did try German, Bronco. I took German from 6th grade to 11th grade. I took it for that many years, and I did incredible. I used to be relatively fluent. I stopped using it. I don't have it. 185 to 139. German Grandpas have come back pretty well, but I don't think this is enough for them to retake the lead. They are going to have to contest the point, though. They have to have a really strong capture here if they have any hopes of winning.
No.
Oh my God! Oh, Doyle with another 3 sweep. He did that before the ambulance, and here he is again at main. It is in the hands of DeathSquad. The point needs to be retaken. It is contested at the moment. And here come DeathSquad blitzing in and taking control. And they get their victory. Ladies and gentlemen, in the first 3 rounds, it goes to DeathSquad.
Definitely.
You want to hear some sexy... Give me some sexy words, and I will pronounce them. I can't say it's going to be great, but I will pronounce them. I need to leave this up. That's what I need to do. I need to leave this notepad up so that I can change it when I need to, rather than constantly going back in and doing this. Ugh. All right. The score now, 3-0. We're going to go into the back half of this match. And we shall see how things turn about. Is it going to go back in favor of German Grandpas, or will it stay in favor of DeathSquad? Only time will tell. But despite the outcome thus far, German Grandpas are really putting on a good front. Very good front. I mean, it's going to be hard. The playoffs are where it matters. Placement, of course, mattered going into playoffs and who you're going to face. You kind of wanted to be in the middle of the pack so you don't go up like against the #1 teams. But I want to point out, like, despite the seeding that we saw, I'm going to go back to this, okay? I'm going to go back to our bracket here. Okay, we go back to our bracket. Paragon versus Hacks. Fictish? Is that how you say it? Fictish? I know what that means. I know what that means. But I'm okay with saying it. $5 upgrade? Yeah, it's going to be a $5 upgrade. Yep. And only $20. It's going to be $20. There's, okay, here comes the laughter. Here comes the laughter. Even if you look at the quarterfinals, all right, Paragon versus Hacks, this is first place against last place. Don't let that outcome convince you that the bracket is broken, because Hacks put out an incredible effort, and there are moments where Paragon were worried. And I know this because I was there. I was competing, and they had us worried in a few moments or in a few situations. So even though they were in 8th place, they came out giving their all, and it was very, very close matches every single round. You take the second game that was played, Trauma versus Repeat Offenders. Look at that scoreline, 4-3. Even that isn't telling how damn close those rounds were. I mean, it's really impressive. Despite the seeding, the games were still insanely tight. So, however, next season, I do think that we're going to do, if we have enough returning teams, we're going to do a lower bracket. I don't want to call it a loser's bracket, but that's kind of what it is. So you play your first game. If you lose, you go into the loser's bracket, and then whoever lost will compete to try to fight their way back, see if they can... you can learn, but you never asked. Until that's fixed, Ace, yeah, I feel you on that. It's wall hacks. It's like permanent wall hacks. It drives me nuts. I still like the game. It needs some work, but I will always say, like, Alvo has the speed and the gunplay that I enjoy. A lot of what Alvo does, they do right. And it took them a little while to get there, but they have kept everything. They have barely had to change anything. Okay, so like, I don't know if you guys remember when this game first came out on PlayStation, but the UI was incredibly different. The gunplay was only automatic reloads. At one point, they did kind of like a blend between reloads from automatic to manual. So it was like you grab the magazine from your vest, you bring it up to the loading dock, and then there was an automatic reload animation. There's a reload animation that played. So it was like a blend between the manual and the automatic. And I really like that, but a lot of like Quest players were like, what is this crap? It's stupid. You need to change it. It needs to be more manual reload. But it was a halfway between to see what the reception was and to see if people enjoyed it while they also work on the manual reload. Then once the manual reload was actually finalized and like, you know, the kinks were worked out, then that halfway mechanism was removed entirely. So we don't have that anymore. But I remember it was just automatic reload animations the whole time. There were some of the map designs were a little bit different. So if you look at desert, so much has been added to desert to allow you to get up onto different rooftops that weren't previously accessible. You didn't have some of the kill streaks. You didn't have some of the weapons that we currently have. You know, there's a lot that has changed. And I remember when there wasn't prone. I remember when there wasn't sliding. That stuff was crazy. Yeah, I mean, because I'm on another developer's channel, I don't really want to speak to it because I don't want to be that person. What's happening? What is happening? Give me a second. No, that one's not live. This one's live. I'm going to refresh that. I wonder if it was... Yeah, I think it was delayed. Or it was behind. Okay, so it was behind. So they're entering a new lobby. Stupid call. It is what it is, man. You didn't miss much. We're entering a new lobby. But yeah, you know how I feel, Ace. I mean, you've been there when I've played it. You know my feelings. I still think it's a wonderful game, and it has its place in VR. There need to be some changes that, in my opinion, this is not the opinion of anyone else. This is just my personal opinion. There need to be some changes to make it more appealing to the larger player base. Missed last 2 wins. Well, that last one on Hardpoint on Town, the German grandpas were behind quite a bit originally, Dippy. But then DeathSquad started pulling. They started pulling away, and then German grandpas they came back and they kept it, I think, within 50. It was pretty darn close. I love the RC simply because it can sneak around corners. The drone, you can, like, it's at eye level, right? The drone is at eye level. So when I hear the drone, I know exactly where to look. When I hear an RC, I don't know which corner it's kind of coming around. Like I can kind of hear where it is, but that means I got to take my eyes and I got to point them down, right? So I got to look down, which takes my eyes away from where I should be looking, which is in front of me. So I suspect because I have to do that, other people are going to have to do that. So if I'm running behind my RC car and I'm following it because it's obviously heat seeking, it's going to find the closest person. Even if they take out my RC, their gun is already pointed down to take out the RC car, and I'm right there to shoot them. Now with the drone, you can kind of get away with shooting the drone, blowing it up, and keep firing forward. That's kind of like my mentality around it. Does it always work? No, it doesn't. But the rocket launcher, though, like I used to love it, and I still do love it. I love watching other people, right? I love watching other people. But I can't use it. I kill myself too much. I use every time I use the bazooka, like I blow myself up. And I'm like, it's hilarious, but in a competitive sense, it kills our team. Like it destroys everything for our team because I'm constantly killing myself. Now, I'm okay with taking a few bullets, jumping off to my death, and like preventing them from getting a kill. Because in my mind, it's like, you know, no one makes me spill my own blood. I'm going to do it myself. I'm okay with that, but blowing myself up, that's just kind of embarrassing. You don't use the drone with chocolate loadout? But that kind of makes sense because like if you're sniping, right? You want to be able to see you want to be able to see whatever the heat-seeking item is. The drone, because it is at eye level, it's elevated off of the ground, so it's easier to see, in my opinion. Whereas if you have the RC car, it will sneak behind boxes, under things, and there's a chance that you could lose it, but the drone is a little bit easier to see. RC and dogs are my favorite, though. RC and dogs are my favorite, 100%. And yes, Ace. So that's... We have 2 new maps. I just asked Sean whether or not we'll be able to get those out with the release. I'm not entirely sure. There are map upgrades that I have played. I asked about those. We might not be able to get those on release, but they are in the works. I've already played four different maps with the upgrades. But as for the new maps, I'm seeing if we're going to be able to get those on release, and I hope we do. Nice shots here by Spezzy. Not able to take him out though. He is using the proto, which I know doesn't have as much damage output. If you're talking about like accuracy, over distance, the proto is probably the best one. The recoil is much less than the G36, and it is the bullet spread is much tighter, right? So like the proto over long distances like desert or even here on town, like if you're shooting from the ambulance to the terrace here, much tighter, much more accurate than the G36. You don't have to manage the recoil nearly as much. So I appreciate him using that gun. I personally like using it too. As for the gloves, I was actually just talking to Titch about that last night, and that's something I want to talk to the team about. See whether or not that we can get the gloves either customized or looking exactly like the character models that we select. I think having that diversity is important. But it just hasn't been a priority. So I just want to let everybody know that the main priority has been getting it on the different platforms to pull in a larger player base. Even though we already have a pretty large player base as it is, we want to make sure that everybody has access to it regardless of what platform they're playing on. Once that's done, content will be worked on. Like, there's going to be a lot of content coming down the pipeline.
9-8, fuck my bad. Something's pinbagging down by the fucking crossbar.
I got one.
There's 10-8 them. 10-8 them.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull a flashbang.
Yeah, that is very true, Dippy. In fact, I forget that sometimes. When you use the drone or even if you use the RC car, it does get stuck on higher elevations at times. By the way, if you find a spot where that happens, report it to the devs so that they can go and we can test it out and see whether or not... Because usually they can change the spawn location and they can negate like any other potential spawn. Like usually that's what the error is. It spawns on your player. So if you're at a higher elevation and the spawn for the kill streak hasn't been fixed, it'll just spawn on your player. But if you're, let's say, on industrial and you're up on one of the
One zigzag, one's Vespa.
oil tanks, or people call
Let me
them
go, Earl. I got flash.
some very vulgar things. But if you're up on like a higher elevation and the spawn isn't down on the ground, like they can make that adjustment and spawn it down on the ground.
They don't have to push them, so you don't.
Oh, he's laying down next to the other one.
If you guys haven't checked out the TikTok or the Alvo short over on the YouTube channel, there is a brand new short / TikTok that I put out showing an Uzi and knife. If you guys want to check that out, it's pretty cool. Like, I want to showcase a little bit more of the dual wielding, because the dual wielding in this game is so much fun. A chopper for kill streaks would be great. I don't know if it'll be doable.
Hab sie beide.
Get a little chopper sound and all of a sudden missiles come flying down. I think that'd be great.
Ja, sauber, dann geht's tot, oder?
Well, go check it out. There's a knife and Uzi montage. There's also a shotgun montage, which, guys, I don't play shotgun very often, but when I played it on Retreat that one time we were recording, holy crap, man. Shotgun is fun. When you can get the shots off, shotgun is fun.
Du tust auch Ambulanz decken. Snack auch Ambulanz.
The dogs get stuck all the time, man. I don't know, like, sometimes two will spawn and the other will spawn inside a wall. Like, you gotta be careful with where you spawn them. Just know that if you're running and you're in an open space and you spawn them, they'll spawn in that open space. The spawn won't follow you around. So keep that in mind. Usually when I spawn dogs, I run out into open space and I press the X button. It will start the spawn sequence for the dogs, and then I'll run into cover, and then the dogs will run to me. That's the only problem, though, is that if you do run into cover after spawning your dogs, the dogs will follow you to your spot, or at least close to your spot, and then it'll go find its target. Dual shorties and ammos and ninja is
Tunnel
best.
ist einer, Achtung, Tunnel kommt zwei.
I personally
drei,
love the
Tunnel
dual
drei.
shotguns. The dual shotguns are like my favorite. I love the dual shotguns. So we're on team deathmatch. By the way, we are in the second half. This is team deathmatch on town again. A lot of shots there by O'Doyle missing. I know that feeling, especially shooting in that corner. It's really, really tough. It's 52 to 35. It does look like DeathSquad are behind quite a bit.
Nice
We didn't
run.
need to win.
I think DeathSquad are looking to get a 4-0 win here, but they are behind. I think there's some panic, some frustration coming out. Hopefully, like, I'm pretty certain I just heard Doom say, guys, we don't need to win. And this is very true. They don't need to win this. They could give it to German Grandpas easy and then just take the search and destroy round, but we'll see. DeathSquad are quite a bit behind, and it very well could be a server thing. When you do switch servers, it can be problematic.
Kleine Brunnen sind zwei.
That's something that you have to address for, but that's why we have it in place, because we have people from all around the world playing, and we got to accommodate both. We can't play favorites for one. Oh!
Die rushen, Achtung, die
And
müssen rushen.
smack there. Really good,
Mittelgang,
really good
Mittelgang,
push up there,
Mittelgang.
but turned his back. Usually when you're leaving that tunnel, you don't want to turn your
Kleine Rollo.
back to the tunnel. You want to
Alle
back
drei
up
Mittelstraße,
slowly.
alle drei Mittelstraße.
Egal, gibt zur Polizei K.O.
That's really nice of you to say, Ace. I think the devs would really appreciate hearing that. I feel as though Alvo is a bit underrated because the graphical fidelity isn't that of like Pavlov or Firewall yet. But you know, when it comes to fun and gameplay, like Alvo has done a really good job providing options. And I think that means a lot to a lot of players. They absolutely can do it, NGR, but they have a bit of a hill to climb. Clock is ticking. They still have well over a minute left.
You didn't get in, dude, for a second. It wouldn't let me spawn in.
Yes, Crispy. Yes. Regardless if you're on US or EU server, it's kind of wonky. Okay, we're at the minute marker. Fun over graphics, yeah. If you guys know that game BattleBit, it's like kind of like a Roblox version of Battlefield. That game blew up on Steam. Blew up on Steam.
Back cop car, back cop car.
And everybody loves it. Super popular, but it looks like Roblox.
Ambulance, Andy.
So, yes, I agree. Wow, nice grenade, O'Doyle. Jeez, his map sense is ridiculous.
I'm shooting him like
We're
12
the US
times.
server, dude. We're not fucking staying on this.
Absolutely crazy game sense. Absolutely love that. Yeah, that is heavily in favor right now of the German Grandpas, who look like they're going to steal their very first win here. Now we can absolutely hear some frustration coming from the Death Squad. 84 to 65.
I have to switch to the US server. I can't handle this anymore.
All right, I got to pull this up. Go to team 1 score. Oops. We have to change this to 1. I could go through the process of changing it in the Steam Deck, but I'm not going to. Looks like they're going to be switching up the servers again. There was a lot of, I mean, we did see a couple instances of O'Doyle and a couple other people literally laying in bullets, and you know it took forever to kill. And I mean, I get that. I get that. But we'll see. You know, both they have to agree upon it. Make sure that everybody's okay with it and it's understood. But yeah, very good job on the Grandpas. I think they held that far better than what they did in the first half. So they have a point up on the board. Death Squad are at match point though. They are at match point. I gotta say, like, they if they had won that, it would have been very upsetting. But here are German Grandpas. They get the win. They're going to be going to search and destroy. Can they beat out Death Squad and search and destroy? That is a question that has been lingering on my mind since, you know, the start of the game. Because I knew the first half was probably going to go to Death Squad because they were over on the US servers. And now we're going into the second half. Are German Grandpas going to be able to take advantage of the server choice and be able to get a search and destroy win? There were 3 times. Was it? So we had Town Team Deathmatch, then we had Dojo Search and Destroy, Town Hardpoint. And yeah, now we're on Town Team Deathmatch again. You think it was EU to start? Okay. Well, whichever it was. Way too much town, you know. But I didn't put in the rules. I didn't put any kind of restriction on map choice because, you know, I wanted to leave it up to the players to choose. Now in other games like Onward and over on VRML, right? Like they have map bans, so like teams could ban maps before the start of their match, and they also had specific maps that they could play. Some maps are not allowed in the competitive scene, from what I understand. But here, I figure we just let the teams have their choice. It's about the win, exactly. It's all about the win. What can you do to find success? Are you going to camp? You going to be a little rat? Or are you going to pick the same map over and over? Or are you going to keep it interesting? Are you going to run and gun? Here's the thing, like Carnage is probably the last team you will see that will be a rat. They're the last team that you will see camp. They're runners and gunners, man. And then you got specific players. Like, I'm not a camper, but you got like Hickory Boone, who is very good at holding a position and then moving after he gets an elimination. He could be very difficult to find. But you do have some campers in this game too. So it all depends on the playstyle, but it doesn't really matter what it is, as long as you get the win. You know what I'm saying? Pick the maps that you're most confident with. If it's the same map for all 3 game modes, and pick the same map for all 3 game modes. Yes, I am on my own, BB. Through and through running gunner? Yes, sir. And and that's the thing, Dippy, is that was presented early on. Do teams want the choice of picking the maps, or should we have them pre-selected? I had offered that as an option. Like, you know how the tiebreaker was selected? It was completely randomly generated. That's kind of the thought process I had in determining week in and week out maps to pick. That way, everybody could pick. You know, everybody knew what maps that they had to train on and practice on those specific maps. That was the idea behind it. That would be more work on the administrative side, but it was an option presented, and some people, actually, the majority of the people didn't like that. They want to control. Teams want to control over the choice of map, the choice of game mode, yada yada yada. I mean, maybe. And here's the thing. Like, could we try that next season to see which ones people prefer? Absolutely, we could try that. I'd be more than happy to try it. The question is does that take away too much? Or could we implement map bans? So in other words, like, you know, each team picks a map that they want to ban, and that map is gone, and then the teams have to pick which maps from that selection. So that could even be done prior to the start of the week. But again, that's a lot of work or a lot of thought put onto the teams. Well, hey, you know what? If that is something that you guys are interested in at the end of the season, so we're going to have a gap between season 1 and season 2, so everybody can have a break. I know people are like kind of exhausted from the league play and the stress of league play, and I get that. League play tends to go for a long period of time. We are this is week number 10, right? So we've been doing this for a couple of months, and we'll have maybe a month or two off from league play. So don't worry about that. You guys can go back to having fun, cherishing each other, having fun in public, stuff like that. I'm thinking 2 months. But we'll have some time off so everybody can kind of get back, and so don't worry about that. But that will give us time to discuss, like, what are some change ups that we can make based on the suggestions provided by the players. You know, you guys had this entire league to determine what you liked, what you didn't like, and I want you all to gather up as a team and, you know, let us know what you liked and what you didn't like, what you would like to try.
Let's go, hey, we got 2 Bs.
And, you know, we could try to implement it. Anyway, enough talk about the future. Let's talk about now. We got ourselves a search and destroy match here on Map Desert Day. I kind of suspected we would see night variant, but no.
Bombs down here. Bombs drop.
Nice elimination by Doyle. Getting off of that ladder was super smart.
Sticks
Perhaps a little too soon. Yeah, I can agree. Perhaps it was a little too soon. There's so much excitement around it. Perhaps timing was bad. So I'll take the blame for that. Maybe we started a little too soon.
Da läuft wieder weg. Einer ist immer noch Sticks.
Ich sehe den nicht bei den scheiß Sticks, Mann.
Einer ist oben bei der Mauer, ich sehe den an der Mauer. Ganz hinten links.
Nils, pass auf, da ist noch einer bei dir in der Nähe.
Hallo, komm mal rüber, links runter.
Hol Andy, du musst Andy holen.
Mann.
Sticks oben.
Ja,
Beim Busch.
Sticks war unten bei den Sticks. War
Prin's last member
Einer
alive.
Sticks oben beim Busch.
Not looking for the German
Einer Sticks
grandpas.
oben beim Busch. Jetzt kommt der Nils hinter, der kommt da gleich.
Nils, der kommt
Ruhig,
zu
ruhig,
mir.
keiner
And
nur reden.
5 sticks near the bush.
Keiner reden.
Hinter die-
Nils, er kommt.
You say 1 second? Did I hear that correct?
Die bewachen die Bombe.
1 second.
Nils, bei dir ist einer, sehen noch nicht.
Not a bad idea, Crispy, but I'm worried about changing anything up. I haven't changed up the rules yet throughout the season. I'd like to try to keep that same trajectory. If I start changing things up mid-season or even at the end of season, as much as people might want it, that will lead people to assume that I'll do it in the future. And, you know, I don't like changing up things mid-season. I usually give like a week, the first week or two, for people to be like, hey, no, this really, really sucks. Like, this needs to be changed.
Dann geh hoch, rennen.
But there is a cutoff point where I'm just like, we got to stick to the rules,
Komm hier, Sticks gucken.
if they suck or not. And then, you know, we can make changes in the future. But I do appreciate the suggestions. That's the thing. Like, I've had a lot of suggestions. I'm going to be going through them, and I'm going to be writing them down and talking to the Chiefs and also some of the players and see what everybody likes.
Zu weit weg, kann ich
And I'll be
nicht
putting
abziehen.
out a poll. So for everybody, it'll be a Google Docs, and I hope everybody participates in that.
Ganz
weg.
hinten oben rechts.
Der ist weg.
Wo ist die Bombe?
Der hab ich
Ja,
grad
die Bombe.
Is this knockout? Yeah, single elimination,
Geh
baby.
jetzt so weiter hoch. Dann kommen wir nicht mehr raus.
Achtung, da ist einer an den Sticks. Ach, der krabbelt da hoch.
Ich habe ihn gehittet mit Granate, ich habe ihn mit Granate gehittet durch eine Mauer.
Ich blute.
Ooh, coming up from behind.
Ja, ich habe den voll gehittet mit Granate.
Look like the German grandpas are in a much better position than they were
Andy,
in the
bleib da mal
first
stehen.
round.
Ja, ja, ja.
Gonna go for the revive? No, he's not gonna go for the revive.
Danke. Oh, du bist wieder
Wenn
fit.
Patsch, komm.
Ich bin angehittet worden.
Ja, einer muss mich heilen.
Fuck, Earl Stained oben in den Mauern. Oben in der
Ja,
Box. Hab ich angeschossen.
Ah, fuck, der hat mich auch.
Snack down.
Ich hab ihn. Der ist,
Ich bin... ich
aber der kommt noch links aus an der Mauer.
Nice little flash grenade combo there. Nice shots here. Can he take out Earl? No. He gets tagged. Spezzy not able to do the damage he wanted. He gets tagged from the left as well. Now people are going to start converging on his point, and he is going to be overwhelmed.
Ich hab ihn getroffen, aber hat nicht gereicht.
Bitte, der ist an der Mauer vorne. Siehst du, wo
This isn't a great spot, but he's not able to pick up his teammates. If he held back a little bit. Here's the thing: the German grandpas are really not putting in the work to try to get the revives, and this is what I'm concerned about.
Und einer robbt vor dir rum.
Die hochgekrochen.
I honestly haven't really seen any revives coming out of the German grandpas, and that puts him at a severe disadvantage. There were a couple eliminations, O'Doyle and Earl,
Scheiß, wenn du...
both eliminated there,
Der ist doch das...
which is good, but there has to be more support.
Zuerst angreifen müssen.
There has to be more support
Auch so oder so immer erst angreifen.
Ja,
on the
der
German
ist
grandpa
scheiße
side.
anzugreifen, wenn jetzt die Position so liegt.
Welche
Dann
Seite?
ist es gut anzugreifen.
Welche Seite?
B. Weiß noch, letztes Mal ging's.
Na los.
Ja, dann
Mitte
rüber nach
paar
B.
wir ja.
Zu B.
Was denn nicht waschen irgendwie?
Ja, die werden uns.
Einer ist da schon, ich sehe den. Der hängt da hinten bei der Moschee unten rum.
I never really like the attack position starting from here. I know some people do, but I personally don't because they're
Sieht er noch rechts
you,
rüber?
you get tunneled into these entry points on the wall or going around the wall. And there is cover.
Ich glaub Schotten. Bei A ist auch jemand irgendwo.
Yeah, we'll go over the bracket again after this round. Everybody has an idea.
Leute vorgedrungen.
There's gonna be another game tonight, by the way, at 9.
Rein bei uns hinten.
Gonna be Carnage versus Devil Spit, so be sure to tune in for that.
Aber der kommt
Ach, bin getroffen. Die ganze Säcke.
Friend's trying to do a little bunny hop, get a couple of shots, but he does leave his scalp exposed. There goes Andy. Slowly but surely, German grandpas are getting taken out.
Können wir noch Spezi wiederbeleben
Alle
irgendwie?
vor dir, der kommt jetzt an der Mauer.
Snack ist
Not
kommen,
get him.
Snack.
No. Meister, a little too late on that.
Renn runter, da
Zwei
unten
habe
schon.
ich.
Not gets taken out.
Hab ich.
Meister, es gibt noch einen und der kommt gerade...
Be like the Gulag. Gulag's intense, bro. But the way that they did it for Warzone 2 was that they made it a 2v2.
Dich hoch auf das Haus, vor den Sticks. Nicht das Sticks-Haus, eins davor. Oben drauf.
Ja. Liegt da auf dem Dach.
Und Sticks oben. Sticks ganz oben am Busch.
Die anderen Blumen, und einer Sticks-Busch, ja.
Der zweite an der Sticks auf der Mauer.
Ist runter.
Der Ende verblutet, so wie es aussieht gerade. Ist gut. Da kommt keiner mehr hin. Der ist aber noch nicht tot. Der wird gleich wieder belebt. Man muss
Nein, der andere ist nicht
Da
da.
ist keiner. Nein! Fuck! Ich hab dem eine Salve verpasst. Mit der...
Doyle and Diver, surviving member, so good chunk. The DeathSquad were taken out.
Straight to B.
All that practice we did on this board was worth it, guys. Nice job.
Holy shit, almost.
Where are we going? Here,
Maybe like that.
B?
I don't know, we went around like the Three Stooges here. Fucking
I know, we all ran into each other.
Jesus Christ. Five Stooges. Shuffle.
I get to be shown.
Who's getting our back? I'll get our back.
I'm going over
Okay,
to the
there's
side.
one to the
This is
left.
my
I just
way
saw
around
him.
the barn.
He's right in front of the tit 4 house.
I'm hurt bad.
Okay, it's okay. I'm covering
I got
you.
one down.
Kill
I
it.
got one
Slow
down.
down, Doom.
I got one down.
Nice move
Slow
here
down,
by
Doom.
O'Doyle.
Andy's dead.
Okay.
Coming up from behind, finding
They
that
can
final
s- that's a
elimination.
bad choice, boys, because they can get this. I'm watching.
Okay, I see one on tit 2.
Orgies should be by the team too, right? Like just to confirm, I want to make sure.
Oh, I'm down. Oh, I'm got hit. Wow. There's no way you can see me tip 2 from there. Bomb is down there. though.
There was a discussion
I got
about a
the bomb
1v1
drop, so-
tournament. If you guys are still interested in that, we could probably organize
That's
it.
horseshit. He's all the way over there on
Same with the
pit. I don't even
tournament
know
where
how
it's
they
just search and destroy. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
What is that?
One's down bottom
O'Doyle.
of pylons.
O'Doyle
Bottom
is
of
above you.
pylons, in
Titty,
between
titty,
buildings.
titty,
I know,
titty,
I know,
titty,
I know,
titty,
I know,
titty.
I know.
Okay. He's jumping like a little. There, he's jumping in the
down.
building. He's
He's
down on the
down.
ground.
He's down.
He down. We jump on the ground.
Prince
is down
Oh, tit. It's the tick closest to whoever has bombs straight above you.
All right, Earl's out.
Whoever has bombs straight
It's hit
above you.
4.
Yeah, right above you. Pin down.
Good
All right,
shot.
man.
I got him.
Nice one.
That's
got
tip
him.
4.
Death Squad take another win. That's 4-0. 3 members
One all
left
the way at top of the steps and just bin back across the
on
the
Death
street
Squad. So
to
damage
back
has
in
been
more, and
done.
then 4.
Grandpas have put in the work.
These 2
But,
more get Hickory. So
Yeah, I
you
just
have
see the
a
last
break.
second.
there's a lot of work that has to be. Their defense has to be strong. The thing on desert here for defense. I'm just going to turn down the audio a little bit so I can hear myself, not be distracted by what they're saying. The challenge on desert is there's so much open space, right? So you got to know the particular lanes and avenues. Like even though it doesn't seem like it, there are lanes on desert,
Like what's that main?
and you have to be able to cover them. And sometimes covering them requires you to cover 2 lanes simultaneously. Right now, German grandpas are struggling. Oh, Doyle peeks around the corner, does get taken out, and there's a full limb.
He's at the bomb site.
And this is a very good position to
I'm
be
down.
holding.
Let me get some calls. Let me
Are
get
we
up there.
pushing right now, or I guess we're pushing?
We're pushing the
push
motherfucker.
pylons.
Yeah. Okay, he's coming back around now. He's leaning out to
And
the
the
open
whole
today.
Death Squad team is pushing on the
Okay,
point.
you got 2
Oh,
more,
bomb goes
2
down
more
once
back
again.
There. One's coming. Get ready. One's coming out now.
Meister
One's coming
is
now.
out, but there are 4 members left. 4 on 4.
No,
Okay, you got one more. Last one's coming. Last one's
We're
coming
going to
right
be
now.
holding A.
Okay, there's
Goes
one.
Andy.
Okay, there's
There
one
goes
more. There's one
Spezzy.
more. Here
Snug
comes
and Prince
Grenade.
left.
Grenade just came through. Get ready. He's laying down. He's laying
I'm
down.
above him. I'm
Yeah,
literally
get him,
above
Earl.
Push,
Nail
push,
him.
push him.
Oh,
There's one
somebody
more.
got
Ooh,
him.
Earl goes down.
On the same
Snug
spot he
last
was on
member
the rock,
alive.
The same spot. It's the last.
He's just got to get a couple of grenades in there if he has any utility left,
Just playing it.
and he can get the limb.
Yeah, I know. He's up
Okay,
there.
he's crawling around now, around the top. Yep. He's right.
Now, some of you may be wondering, why do
No,
they
he's
want to
not.
get the
No,
plant
he's
in the
not.
first place? Well, here's the thing.
All right,
One more.
One more.
If you start the
One more.
plant,
Let's go home.
it actually cuts out a lot of time from the time clock.
I was getting my fucking pistol
So
to shoot
even though you won't get plant points at this stage in the game,
I might as well you lose all my
if you're
ammo.
on attack,
Take it home. Don't
if
go
you
to
put
A, B,
if you
that
get the
sucks.
plant, it actually forces the defending team to start moving on your location
Go straight there as
I'm
fast
because
as
it cuts out so much time from the time clock that now
there's one
they only have
slid
50
down by the
seconds to
violence.
well, actually less than 50 seconds because you got to accommodate the amount of time it takes to
I'll get you
defuse,
back,
which I
Jim.
think is 5 seconds, around 5 seconds.
I got you covered. I got
So you got
you.
like 45 seconds to try to get the
Behind that left
defuse.
Humvee.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down. O'Doyle, come back. You can't.
Because we're left by the pylons. Shit. I'm sorry.
Okay. They're by
I'm
that
back
Humvee
here
too,
by
though,
the
right
wall.
there.
Doyle with a nice shot, using the rocks as cover, peeking in and out. Trying to stay behind cover. Does get taken out. There goes Diver and O'Doyle are out. There's 3 members down, I believe, on Death
Okay, you
Squad.
got one down.
Distract
So
him.
if you
And all members still alive. Okay, yeah,
he's
3
getting
members down.
revived.
All members still alive on the German
But you still have
grandpas.
one
They
at the
could still
transport
get this
truck.
win.
Okay. I'm gonna ladder and see if I can't get
And-
the pylon people.
We will see more
Yeah,
search
yeah,
and
you got his ass. He's
destroy.
behind the wall, though. To your left as
4v2.
well, though. There's one to your left coming around.
This is where German grandpas
Take
have
his
to
ass.
remain patient. They have to stay on their game.
Fuck.
Okay, he's
And they
gonna
all have
climb
to
up the
convert- they
pylons and
have
try
to think
yeah,
about-
look down, maybe.
Oh, there. Oh, Earl is the last surviving
Yeah, he just
member.
he just
German grandpas
went
might
over,
get
he just
this.
went over behind you, Earl, on the other side of the wall. Yep, from the
All right.
pylons.
Let me finish him off.
Yes, agreed, Crispy. Yeah, there's so many benefits to actually getting the plant. Oh, and Death Squad get taken out. German grandpas are still in the
All right,
game.
we
It's
get it,
1-5.
defend
Okay,
now,
like this.
right?
This is a very long trip
Yeah. That's where
for
we're
German
going.
grandpas to come back. Okay,
We did
it's a
win
journey
all our
that
attacks.
they
Yeah.
are going to have to
It's
take,
just always easier.
but it's one that they're willing to take.
Yeah, it's just a
We
little.
are now on defense. For Death Squad, can German grandpas claw their way back?
Lassen Sie Bobby wieder.
Bring it to within
B und drauf bin.
the range of winning. Let's see.
Der Bombe, wo bist du?
And it goes down. There's Death Squad have pushed so hard up on the pillars there that crossing that field is so dangerous that almost every single time the German grandpas have lost 1, maybe even 2 members of their team. I like Spezzy's position holding back, watching their flank, but he does give his back to that door opening in the wall. Brins does go down. There's an elimination for Spezzy. 2 members down, not completely out. Can he get in on it? He does! Oh my god, there's like 1 health left! Prinz survives to continue the fight! What an incredible revive!
Da liegt er jetzt in den Rocks da oben drauf. Kommt jetzt runtergelaufen.
That might be the tide changer
Einer ist hinter euch, Spezi, hinter dir.
because you can get 3-3, Dippy.
Lass ihn einfach verbluten. Scheiße.
So in the 6 rounds, if one team wins the first half and the other team wins the second half,
Von wo?
then you're at 3-3.
Hinter dir.
And then I'll go for a tie.
Hinter dir. Ja.
It actually happened yesterday in the trauma versus repeat offenders game.
Nur einer.
And there it is, DeathSquad, dude, take home the gold score ending. And I got rid of the damn folder again. Here I am screwing things up once again. But DeathSquad going home with a 4-1 win, and they're going to be moving on, and we're going to be looking at the bracket in just a moment as I go in and fix this. It's going to be 4. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. All said and done. No more do I have to go into that folder. And DeathSquad will be moving on. What does this mean for next week's matchup? Okay. DeathSquad against Paragon in what is bound to be a thrilling semifinal match. This is one that I'm sure many are looking forward to. The current leaders of the league, Paragon, are going up against the returning champions of the Test League, DeathSquad. Man, oh man, this is, I'm excited. Am I going to be playing in it? I don't know. We'll see. But I'm excited. I cannot wait for this one. This is bound to be a banger. And we will see what tonight holds for us. The next semifinal, as Carnage and Devil Spit are going to go up against each other, and whoever wins that is going to have to take on Trauma. So regardless, these 2 semifinal matches are going to be an absolute bloodbath. They are not ones you're going to want to miss. That much I can say is true. So be sure to tune in. If you guys haven't followed or subscribed on your respective platforms, please consider doing so, because next week, I mean, if you think quarterfinals was intense and crazy and fun to watch, just wait for semifinals. It is bound to be insane, and I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss it at all, and I don't think any of you want to miss it. So subscribe, hit that notification bell as well. You already have the lineup picked out? Oh, okay. It's in the notebook. Yeah. I'm just excited. I don't know. I'm just so excited. I don't know what to say other than like, stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned here on Amateur Hour Commentary. And if you guys aren't following us over on Twitch, if you're watching over on YouTube, consider going to twitch.tv/AH Commentary, where we will continue to put out content for the Alvo World League. And if you're not over on the official Alvo YouTube channel, be sure to subscribe. And if you guys can really help us out, give us a thumbs up over here on the YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell, and also leave a comment. If you do those 3 things, it really helps the algorithm, and it kind of pushes this content to the front page of people's recommended, okay? And I'm not saying that for like our benefit. I'm saying that for the game's benefit, because we were just talking about how great this game is and how underappreciated I think it is at times. My hope is to try to elevate its optics and really get it in front of a lot more viewers and potential alpha tiers. So do us a favor, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, and also give it a like, and also post a comment down below. But I'm gonna stop jibber jabbering, guys. Today is not over. We have another match tonight at 9 o'clock. Carnage versus Devil Spit. Be sure to stick around. I'm leaving now. Hopefully, we might have a few more commentators tonight. If not, that's cool. You'll see me back here. That's gonna be it for us here on Amateur Hour Commentary. Congratulations, DeathSquad, on your win, 4-1. German Grandpas, please, chins up. You guys played an incredible season, and you are by far one of the most, I don't know, you are one of the best teams to have come out of this league, from Test League to the Alvo World League. Your improvement has been noticed, has been respected. I can't wait to see you guys next season. That's it for now. I'll see you guys till then. Peace.